In 1943, a top-secret Nazi project was initiated under the code name Geisterstadt, Ghost City. High-ranking SS officers, including Dr. Hans Kammler, oversaw plans to convert an abandoned Eastern European city into a clandestine laboratory. Classified documents revealed experiments aimed at psychological warfare and mind control. The location, stripped from maps, became a black site where international laws held no power. This marked the beginning of one of history's most disturbing military experiments. A chosen city, once vibrant, was forcibly evacuated under Operation Knocknable. Nazi troops cleared 30,000 residents within 72 hours, leaving behind empty homes and crumbling infrastructure. Reconnaissance photos from 1944 show streets littered with abandoned belongings. The Nazis exploited the city's isolation, surrounded by dense forests and mountains, to conceal their activities. Local resistance fighters later reported strange lights and screams echoing from the ruins at night. Over 5,000 prisoners from nearby concentration camps were transported to rebuild the city. Historical records indicate a mortality rate of 60% due to starvation and brutal working conditions. Prisoners secretly documented the construction of reinforced underground tunnels using smuggled pencils and cement bags. One survivor's diary described how the Nazis tested sonic weapons on exhausted laborers, causing permanent deafness. This labor became the foundation of the hidden facility. Declassified Soviet intelligence reports revealed a 4-level subterranean complex spanning 18 acres. Engineers adapted medieval catacombs into soundproof experiment chambers. Temperature logs show the labs were kept at 5 degrees Celsius to preserve chemical agents. Dr. Hubertus Struckhold's notes detail how the lowest level housed subject containment units, modified air raid shelters with 30-centimeter thick steel doors. The facility's ventilation system later became its fatal flaw during the 1945 rebellion. On November 8, 1944, Nazi scientists first tested Substance 7A, a hallucinogenic compound derived from ergot fungus. Declassified experiment logs describe how Polish resistance fighter Piotr Kowalski was exposed to the gas for 17 minutes. His subsequent visions of burning angels matched ancient apocalyptic texts the Nazis were studying. The scientists noted with fascination how the compound could induce shared hallucinations among groups, a potential tool for mass hysteria warfare. By early 1945, the lab had produced 142 Nachtkrieger, night warriors, test subjects conditioned to fight without pain or fear. Autopsy reports show their pineal glands were surgically altered to enhance suggestibility. These soldiers could march for 72 hours without rest, fueled by methamphetamine cocktails. However, field tests near Berlin revealed a horrific side effect. After 5 days, the subject's skin would turn translucent, earning them the nickname corpse battalions among terrified Wehrmacht troops. On March 3, 1945, Ukrainian prisoner Yevhen Petrovich smuggled a grenade into the ventilation control room. The explosion ruptured 3 Substance 7A storage tanks, flooding the lower levels with psychoactive gas. Recently discovered KGB files confirm 80% of the staff died from either the gas or frenzied test subjects. The rebels' final radio transmission, intercepted by British intelligence, contained only static and what analysts described as the sound of something laughing before cutting off abruptly. As the gas seeped to the surface, it created what survivors called the dancing plague. Declassified CIA reports from 1952 describe civilians near the ruins experiencing collective hallucinations of shadow figures performing waltzes. The compound's residual effects lingered for decades, with 1960s soil samples showing trace amounts still present. Local folklore tells of the night the building screamed, referencing the acoustic properties of the gas that made wind sound like human voices. With Soviet forces 20 kilometers away, the remaining SS officers executed Operation Phosphorus, burning all records and shooting surviving test subjects. Recently uncovered German field reports indicate that 17 trucks loaded with artifacts from the lab headed toward Bavaria, but only 3 arrived. The fate of the missing vehicles remains unknown. As the Red Army entered the city on April 12, 1945, they reported an unnatural silence and were ordered to bypass the area entirely. In 2018, urban explorers using infrared cameras captured anomalous heat signatures in the ruins, human-shaped but with no physical bodies. Soil analysis revealed the site still contains mutated ergot fungus strains. The Polish government has declared the area off-limits after multiple disappearances. The last known photograph from the site shows a shadowy figure in a 1940s lab coat standing in a doorway that modern blueprints confirm was walled up in 1944.